It's not how long we live. It's how we live.
Rachel.
Be vegan. Make peace. Do good deed. That's all life needs.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 1 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定は suprememastertv.com/schedule。
So to develop NQ, you just take what you have, the capital gain, the capital that you had before you were born. It will be with you at the time of birth, and it will continue to be with you unless you use it to maximize, to multiply it, okay? It won't grow any further than 3% or 4% or whatever percent that you had on the day you're born. I told you already. I mean, the majority of people have only 3, 4, 5% of NQ.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan, 'cause you love your home here on Earth.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. To show appreciation for a tasty plant-based meal in Kyrgyzstan, we can exclaim Damdu, meaning delicious in Kyrgyz, the country's official language. My name is Bilal. The free-spirited Kyrgyz people applaud your commitment to self-improvement and your drive to succeed. A majestic country located in Central Asia, most of Kyrgyzstan's borders are formed by mountain crests. The land's interior is equally spectacular, with 80% covered by the Tian Shan mountain range, also known as the Celestial Mountains or Mountains of Heaven. With waterfalls that cascade down to lush valleys filled with indigenous walnut trees and abundant fruits, it is easy to see why this part of the world has been treasured
And revered for several millennia.
The country is also blessed with Lake Issyk-Kul, the second largest alpine lake on the planet. Its waters are crystal clear, slightly salty and remarkably warm. Health resorts and holiday housing in the area make this a popular and relaxing destination for visitors. The Kyrgyz people are known to be welcoming and kind. Their culture values include respecting their elders and honoring guests. Among their many traditions is the distinctive kalpak hat worn by nearly all Kyrgyz men. The kalpak is peaked like one of the nation's mountains and has 4 sides to represent the 4 directions and elements. Kyrgyz women can be seen wearing any one of several different styles, including the cloth jolak as well as the distinctive elechek with its many layers of fabric.
It was a delightful experience admiring mountains, Kyrgyzstan with you, earnest friends. May the hearts of everyone near you to be touched by your unconditional love and compassion for all beings.
Warning: sensitive content.
Save animal people, not kill them, not eat them. You are not barbarous Stone Age, are you?
For decades, Supreme Master Chihai, vegan, has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, vegan, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, vegetarian, the venerated Lord Krishna, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, vegan, the venerated Lord Mahavira, vegan, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, vegetarian, peace be upon him, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, vegetarian, and many more. Supreme Master Chihai, vegan, emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth.
An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief.
Supreme Master Chihai, vegan, respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Chihai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Chihai, vegan, receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Chihai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc.,
and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds.
etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai, Vegan, respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants, Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders,
participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc.
Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations, while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. Today, we are blessed to present one of these insightful lectures entitled The Virtuous Essenes, Part 12 of 12, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 22nd, 2007 in Paris, France.
Peace for Ukraine or Urane.
So every system is probably also according to the custom of the situation of the land that they live in. It did not necessarily come from the order of the religion, of that religion. Probably at that time, everybody must marry, and marriage was very highly valued in their custom. So if this order go against the trend of society, they might not be able to survive. Yeah, just like you live according to your country's laws, things like that. Yeah, or obey the ruler of your country, things like that. So they probably incorporate that into their doctrine. Otherwise, even if we're not reincarnated in this world, we can reincarnate in any other world anyway. Yeah, because we also got, we have got essence, so we can find a way, There are countless of universes, countless of planets in the universe, so it's not desperate that we have to be reincarnated into this area anyway. So I don't think they would make that such an unimportance, into their life. Besides, if you be born a human, but then you don't have an enlightened master and you live such a miserable life, lack of everything, then what's the use anyway? Or born into human life and don't love each other and don't have peace with each other, make trouble for each other, war and all that, then what's the use anyway? So I don't think any real original religious order would emphasize that everybody must get married. But they do emphasize, like, okay, you have to take a temperate measure about your sensual life, Okay, the purpose is maybe just to propagate, like to have children, or maybe to, I don't know why, probably to practice the method that they are teaching, to be good, to have more spiritual practitioners in the world, then that makes sense, But if just born to just make a human for nothing, then I don't think it makes much difference, is there? But I don't ever emphasize you to make more children or less children. That is your business, Okay? But just as every spiritual doctrine would emphasize that you be like moderate in everything, even in eating, drinking, or socializing, moderate. So also in marriage life, we have to be like moderate. That's it. Okay? Because we're not using each other for like just pleasure objects, you know what I mean? It has to be love, and it has to be a purpose also, Okay, to bring children into the world, to give other souls a chance to practice the Guanyin method, something like that. It's just whatever noble intention, it makes you noble, that's it. It's not like it's something forbidden or anything. So like we eating, we enjoy it, but also because we would like to prolong this vehicle in order to practice the Guanyin method, If just eating for the sake of gluttony, then it doesn't make a human out of us, does it? No. So the reason or the masters emphasize moderation in everything concerning the physical activities, including sexual, appetite, drinking, anything at all, is all about moderation. Everything in moderation is good for you anyway. There should never be any overdoing or overindulgence. So in that case, most of the religious orders say the same thing, and that would make sense, That would make sense about that. Otherwise, there's nothing really forbidden, no? Okay, even if you forbid people, they do it anyway. All right. So where were we? Why do we talk about that? You want to hear some more jokes, or maybe another time? We're just jesting some jokes into the spiritual practice. Today we're very chaotic. Huh? Yeah, not serious Buddhas at all. God, where are we going with this kind of jokes? I really love jokes, so I can't resist. But I have promised you to say something else, right? Yes. Well, it's a very short subject anyway. Short news. Yeah. Flying news. Flying and out quick. Yeah. It's not really that important to you. It's just sometimes some of you ask some questions, yeah? And I noted it. So I check it out for you, and now I answer you. Yeah, it might not be you who sit here. It might be you who sit in China somewhere, huh? Or in Japan somewhere. So here's the answer. Whoever asked the question. Okay, according to my research, yeah, which has no proof, no evidence, no scientific approval, nothing. Okay, so you take it or you don't take it. Very simple. No cost, is free. So the research outcome is like this. You see, as I talked to you about the NQ before, huh? It's just like IQ. You can also practice and enlarge it. Yeah, a human quality normally is given to you. NQ, like noble quality, was also given to you before you were born. Yeah, according to what you had from last life, this is left over. That's what you get. Not like heaven has a different favor for Mr. Smith or Mrs. Müller from Hamburg. It's different. It's not like that. Okay, so suppose some people have only like 3% NQ from last life. Why? Because he had been just a very ordinary and a simple man. He didn't do anything good, or he didn't feel anything for anybody. He didn't feel love or compassion for anyone. Perhaps because he wasn't required to do so. Perhaps because he wasn't acquainted with a group of compassionate people, and thus he wasn't motivated or taught or trained himself by those people, by associating with them, so that his NQ didn't go any further than that. Or he was not exposed to any situation which evoked his compassion. Suppose you have compassion in your heart, but you have never seen any situation that you need to show your compassion about. Yeah? It doesn't touch you because you don't see anything that is suffering. So how you have compassion? You see what I mean? Therefore, even God, Buddha, the Son of God, have to come down here in order to see. In heaven, there's no requirement for anything like that. Everything is blissful and happy and peaceful. So if you want to develop compassion, only in this world, in the physical world, yeah? Or in hell, perhaps. If you can survive in there, yeah. Or if you can. Just like a lawyer goes into prison, huh? Without being affected by it. Okay, anyhow. Or suppose that guy or that girl had been in the past like some animal people, like maybe a low NQ animal person, like those who have prey animal people, the predators that they have to kill to survive. Those are lower NQ than other animal people. The very peaceful animal people, like the elephant people, for example, they have 30% NQ. Well, one of our most revered religious leaders has about that much. Don't blame him. He has no chance to see any suffering things. Maybe he's just been studying in a catechism school, study the Bible, read the words of God all the time, and he just does service in his church, which is just wedding or burial. So he has no chance to be exposed to the real situation. He probably sees it on TV. If he watches TV, maybe he doesn't even watch TV. Go, maybe you practice, you don't want to watch TV, yeah? Or he reads the newspaper and so people died. But it's not him who died. It's not him who has pain. So he doesn't understand it. So he doesn't develop his NQ that much. Yeah. So to develop NQ, you just take what you have, the capital gain, the capital that you had before you were born. It will be with you. at the time of birth, and it will continue to be with you unless you use it to maximize, to multiply it, okay? Or it won't grow any further than 3% or 4% or whatever percent that you had on the day you're born. I told you already, I mean, the majority of people have only 3, 4, 5% of NQ. Why? Because that's what they had when they were born. They were born with it, and then they don't have a chance to develop. They can develop. The more you are exposed to the touching sense, of the needy, of the suffering, the more you feel your compassion being touched. And then you want to do something for that person or that animal person or that situation.
It's violence! It's not honey! It's violence! Humane meat is alive! Animals do not want to die!
And then that's how your NQ grow up, like the interest rate in the bank. You see what I mean? Yes. You can have the capital, just put in the bank doing nothing, or you can invest it, yeah? You can do business with it, and then it will grow. So HQ and NQ can be developed. It's inborn, but then it can be developed. And like everything else, the more you use it, the more you have it. It's funny. Not like the more you use it, the more you don't have anymore. It's not like that. It's not like money. The more you give, the more you don't have. Yeah, but it's not material things. These things. The more you use, the more you have. So saints are developed from ordinary people. It's like that. It's not like everybody was born with 300% of NQ. Oh, there are such people. Not in our group, except one person. Yeah, for example, in our group we have maximum one person. The maximum at the moment is 60% NQ. Many of you have only 3, 4, 5, 6, 10%, 15, 20, 30%. It's very good already. But you are expanding it. You see, that's the difference. Because you are exposed to the teaching. It's like nourishment for the NQ. If you're exposed to some other different situations, your NQ might even be less or just stand still. Yeah? If you are exposed to noble teachings and you know how to do it, you get about to do it, and then it really becomes real. Maybe first you don't feel so much, but it will become real. Because if you're really touched by the sense of suffering, then you really want to do something. And your love really awakens in your heart. That is when NQ begins to germinate and grow more and more. Okay? Yeah. But meanwhile, at least you do something. Even if you don't feel so touched. But suppose you exchange the position, like you are that suffering person. What would you like to have? Then it's very clear to you. Yeah? If a person in an earthquake and they injure, of course they need medicine. Or their house is lost, of course they want a tent at least. They want water. They want clothes because they lost everything. Just exchange your position, then you know exactly what to do and how you feel. Even if you don't feel exactly like the person who is affected, you begin to be more identified with each other. You'll be one with each other, and then you will feel more and more what other people feel. You see? But God will put a break somewhere so that you don't suffer too much. Otherwise, if you suffer like everybody else overwhelmingly, then you cannot bear. I mean, the inside feeling, and you cannot bear. Oof. I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised. That the people who people revere a lot, at the top of religious orders, don't have that much NQ. Also not enough, not much HQ, human quality. Because if they are just there from birth or from inheritance, or from tradition, then that doesn't develop their noble quality or compassion. Compassion and noble quality have to be in real life, real action, real exposure to suffering. I mean, not yourself maybe, but to see somebody else suffer, yeah? And then something will be awakened in you, the love that is pure and unconditional, a true love. Then your NQ will develop. Even if you're not doing anything much for that person of suffering, just your sympathy, your desire to do something. Even you cannot do anything, but your desire to do something to lessen the suffering of that person in front of you, that is already a good potential nutrition for your NQ. Yeah? Okay. So do not feel afraid of suffering, or do not feel afraid to help other people, because it's only good for you.
Russia, leave Ukraine or Ukraine now. Peace be with you too.
Vegetarianism can, firstly, reduce global warming and, secondly, reduce zoonotic diseases. Dr. Lin Ming Nan, MD, MPH, vegetarian.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
好多了，哎，好多了。就是现在不能当科星就对了，个性还不行，声音不出名，懂吗？哎，等一回我会上台唱歌了啊！不是现在啦，我意思，我声音好一点，我会去找什么电视台的。哎呀，做歌星很有钱啊，我跟你讲。哎呀，人家又崇拜呢。是吗？哎呀，你们如果不乖，我就改行了。我生意好了以后，我再想了啊。生意好以后啊，以后你们要听师傅要买门票啊。
Destroy war, not neighbor homes.
Cherished viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled The Virtuous Essenes, Part 12 of 12 on Between Master and Disciples.
Coming up next is Humanity's Divine Spark from Divine Providence by Emanuel Swedenborg, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom right after Noteworthy News.
Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May Allah's generosity be with you as you nourish yourself with the peace-bringing plant-based diet.
Hate war,
not our own fellow humans.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.